Hello and welcome to another user replay. And this is quite a special user replay because it's my very first Naval Alliance video. Hence why the new intro, which took me way too long to sort out. But doesn't matter. We have the joys and pleasure of watching Captain Black. Now the Naval Alliance is a group of World Warships contributors and who do a number of things from streaming, YouTube videos, in-depth reviews, etc. And we have Captain Black here is our de facto leader because he's the one that brought us all together. Dutch Delights, who has done all the excellent artwork. And I'll just pause for a minute because Captain Black has come across his first target, the T-22 German Tier 5 destroyer, and who quite rightly bugs out. Now Captain Black has slammed on his brakes because he's expecting the incoming torpedoes from that T-22, and sure enough there they are, so he doesn't have to do any sort of ducking and diving and gets back to using the guns. The Fujin is a premium Tier 5 destroyer of the Kamikaze class. But anyway, back to what I was talking about, which was at the Naval Alliance. The other two contributors are Darkwing Glacier and Eli Gorm. I do hope I got your name right there. I will, by the time I've done my 50th video, I might have got it sorted. But yes, so feel free to check out their channels below. And yeah, it's a great initiative, and I'm really pleased to be a part of it. They've wanted me to join. So Captain Black is now just doing the same. He's just pushing away that T-22. Those torpedoes missed him by a mile, and now he's going to push up. Now the Fujin is a relatively quick DD, particularly for the tier, around about 37 knots. That T-22 is discovered because there is a DD in B cap, but oh, can he miss this torpedo? Could have been a very short video if you hit that one, mate. Anyway, so yes, he pushes up. He's obviously had to slam his brakes, so he's going to push up now. That T-22 is laying some decent fire, probably against the DD. And looking at DD, he's in a bit of a tight pickle because he's got battleship to his north, another enemy destroyer to his west, and of course his T-22 to his east. Now Captain Black has sent his torpedoes out, expecting that T-22 to actually reverse, which he has done, but noting where he potentially was, he has actually reversed and turned, so those torpedoes will not actually hit anything. Oof. Does a little bit of hitting, but that T-22 is on low health, and well done. Captain, did you forget the memo that that you're only supposed to use torpedoes in Japanese destroyers? You know, only use torpedoes. I see that happen so many times over every single level of gameplay. So yes, he's been backed up by Nicholas. But anyway, first kill, 6,000 damage. Not bad start. Not a bad start. And with a slight points advantage as we speak. But with the enemy slowly taking B, you know, it's going to be a tight one, I think. There's the Koenig. He's pushing into B cap. Probably not aware of Captain's presence, who does the right thing about sending these torpedoes off. Because we know like battleships like to sail in straight lines, and that battleship's sailing in a very straight line. Pops his smoke, and that Koenig has just taken out the friendly battleship, and sadly didn't have the range, my friend. Did not have the range. So that has swung the points total back in the favour of the enemy, although it's still pretty tight. With Captain here, constantly firing, is resetting the cap, so nobody is gaining control of B at this current time. That enemy DD has just taken out another friendly battleship, and we're down to 4 versus 7 scenario at this current time. But if you look at the mini-map, two of the friendlies are chasing down an enemy battleship, which is hugging the map border right on the eastern flank now. So that is really not great, because really is not great, because particularly in ranked when there's so few of you. So you're down at least 2 ships against these ships in B. The enemy are down 1, so you've got more of a 6 versus 2 scenario going on here, rather than what the stats actually say. Captain's been firing away, trying to reset the Captain. Has done an excellent job in doing that. He sent his torpedoes out. He realises his smoke is out, so he's now just moving back behind the island to give some extra defence there. He's spotted by the enemy DD, and one of those torpedoes did connect that Koenig, who doesn't repair it, and he picks up his second kill. Now the enemy Minakaze is going for the friendly New York here, and he hasn't actually fired his gun soon recently, so we can assume that he is not going for a torpedo run, and he's very, very close. The New York has charged, but unfortunately he's very low health, so only he's going to take 1 torpedo to take him out from the enemy. Got some great gunfire from Captain, takes out the DD. That is not a good, normal circumstances, that's a good trade, but not in this circumstance, because we're now down a 3 versus 4 scenario. With the other 2 still relatively far away, and the enemy closer to C point. And although they lost a DD, they still got 1 single DD, so the spotting power of their side is been nullified really. It's not a problem about losing another DD. If it lost both DDs, and that was their last, the advantage I would suggest would sit with Captain, but at the moment it's not. So the enemy now pushing C, he's got to do something about it. He goes for a torpedo strike and is eyeing up that Emile Boutin, the French cruiser. So who's turning away, probably to get away from the enemy battleship, but probably realises that, you know, there's still a lot here. There's the enemy DD that's been discovered. Come on. 1 torpedo hit against the enemy Bhutan. Nicely done. Incoming fire from the enemy New York, who's still unspotted. Well, he has been spotted, but he's still miles away. Good work from the friendly Farragut there. I believe it's a Farragut. The American Tier 5 destroyer. Who's whittled him down, but smoke has prevented his sinking, which is kind of important at the moment. It's kind of important to sink more ships. The enemy Bhutan is low in health. Shots out. And excellent. Well done, Captain. Bringing up your 4-goal haul, or the mini Kraken as I like to call it. I do like that because you get a really nice reward, which is, you know, actually arguably slightly better in some respects than the Kraken, because I seem to get lots of the shots out. Managed to avoid them. Excellent. Now he's going to have to go around the back of the island because he's been forced this way. Hopefully that enemy battleship isn't really close, because otherwise it could prove a bit dicey. But still, I think, you know, it's going to still relatively close at the moment. There he has. He's been spotted. He's actually a little bit further west, which is excellent news for Captain here. And the fact he's been spotted before he goes round. And he's doing not very much there at the moment. Just sitting there. We'll decide to go for it. In chat, Captain said he was going to go for A cap, but looking at the scores, I think he's done the right thing and wisely decided to cut the corner out and go for B cap now. Torpedoes out. All he has to do is let that battleship stay where he is. But unfortunately, from that reticle there, from the targeting, we know he's speeding up. And with all torpedoes launched, there's not a lot he can do about it, unfortunately. He's been spotted briefly, so if that battleship is awake, knows he is here. But what has he been spotted by? Drops his smoke just for precautionary measures. Shots out getting Julius East. A couple of hits there. That's proven a very powerful battleship in ranked. I think it's relatively fast speed accurate guns, and the fact it is a battleship has really helped. Now Captain takes a bit of a risk here. Does he actually fire his torpedoes? Or does he wait until that battleship is spotted? He goes for the former, making a guesstimation of where that battleship is. And maybe a little bit too hasty there because he's turned away. Probably realising there's a smoke screen. Smoke screen means destroyers. Destroyers mean torpedoes. You don't want to get close to them. But it has forced that battleship away. And with his friendly battleship just rounding the headland now, that's going to give some good fire into his stern. The GCC is no fool and has avoided those torpedoes. But we still haven't seen that enemy DD for a while. Whereabouts is he? Where would he be? Aim up for a torpedo strike. Guesstimating his turn because he really doesn't want B-cap taken. He knows they've got points of advantage. There's the DD. Guns ready. Come on, come on. Excellent work. Picking up his Kraken award. Well done, Captain. You've done fantastic work here. But the GCC is no fool. He's got the island in between him and the two remaining destroyers. He does get a nice hit on him. Could have done with another one because that's a friendly battleship. Is getting crossfired at the moment. We don't know his health pool, but I can assume him with two battleships firing it's going to be dwindling fast. More torpedoes out, but he knows he's been spotted. He knows he's here, even if he doesn't know exactly where he is. So he would not be wanting to go around that headland. Fragger is there. Oh, he's pulled away. Excellent work. Well played. Returns his fire against the friendly DD. Misses. Another salvo out. Dolt. And that really does not help Captain's situation. They're down on points significantly, about 930, about to 720. But it is a 2v2 scenario here. So they could still do it. Captain sends his torpedoes out again. But my worry is now that Captain's behind this island is not his situation, but his friendly battleship. Those two battleships are going to be given crossfire to him. Can this guy survive long enough for Captain to do his job? He pops his smoke to get cover. His shots out. I think he needs something more than just guns and torpedoes, but it's still on reload. Agonising as he tools back again. He's got to rethink this out. So they're still capping B, which is excellent. Now they've just got it. That's going to help their situation. But Captain's in no position to actually help his friendly at the moment. Can this guy survive long enough? He's coming around for chops and unfortunately not succumbing to those battleships. But what a game. 70k damage, 12 defender ribbons and a Kraken. 1200 basic speed, the third highest on either side. You did very, very well. And that concludes my first Naval Alliance video. Check out the others down below in the description. I've enjoyed making this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.